Welcome back to my channel, everybody. I hope you're doing great today. Today we are on the Club MX on the old Suzuki 250. I've been trying to get this thing dialed in, so I want to run it for outdoor season. I can run pretty quick with it. And here on this track, we are in a Kelso lobby, and it's a super full of battles, but it's got some really good battles and some of the fastest lap times we've ever ran. And some good saves, as you can see right there. The Suzuki is heavy, it's planted, ain't going nowhere. The guy that was in front of us at IBS Kelso is not IBS Kelso. He was running the name to sponsor me in here, but I got a decent start. I hung back at the beginning because if you've ridden club, you know that sometimes it is a absolute crapshoot at the beginning, but I got away from it, and I am just trucking along right now. I am up to third place. And this Suzuki, you know, stock form, it's not that bad. It does have some quirks and things, kind of like the Cowie. If you ride it a certain way, the front end will tuck a lot. So what I did at the front is I basically made the fork height 0 and the fork offset at 22. I'm still not fully happy with it because it still has some tucky things, but since this thing does turn like a boat, you don't want to go too high, so I'm thinking about maybe doing a 23 and like a 5 or 23 and 2. I don't know yet. In other news, I did download the new track, Fox Raceway, the Pro version. I haven't had a lot of time to ride it right now. My goal is to see if I can run the times of EU or US, the 250 class, obviously. Trying to get a 2 or 3 to 2 or 6, then I will probably buy the rest of the packs and see if I can go fast enough to qualify. Because last year I was 5 to 10 seconds slower every lap, or every qualifying, not every lap. But it was fun. I enjoyed the challenge of trying to qualify last year, and this year I'm gonna just run the one track and learn it and get fast at it, and if I can do that, then I should feel confident enough to probably run in the outdoors this year. In the meantime, I'm just doing random races here and there. Last week I did the Shift Racing Outdoor Series, the 250 class. I was on Mount Morris, I think. Yeah. And then there's one today. I don't know if I'm going to do it or not. I haven't signed up for it yet, so if I do, I better get on it. And I ran Suzuki, that one as well. I didn't finish that good on Mount Morris, just because there was a lot of fast guys in there. There's people running 146s, 148s at Mount Morris, and I struggled to break the 2-minute mark. So, yeah, plus all the crashes and the ruts and people just punting you out of the way. But I did qualify, so that was good. That made me get some confidence. I do have some speed. I'm not just a complete slowpoke like I was last year. And I crashed there, so that let the old IBS Kelso sponsor me or run on by me, and I was like, no, because I was doing so good. I ran a 102.4. Previous record was, I think, a 104.5. I don't know, it's on the Fantic. I haven't actually tried to run records in a while on any track. I usually just look at the records on the PD, and I just run it, try to go as fast as I can, and hope I get a record. So that was one of the Kelso WW Ranch. That's why the one video is the record for that bike, because it was on Deddy. And this still was just crashed in front of me, and I just did not see the time. So Jamie got by me, but I'm really digging Suzuki. It's fun. You have to dial it in a little bit. And yeah, it's a boat. It's not as good as probably the KTM or the Husky, but honestly, it's not that bad if you can learn to ride it. It's very much like the Honda, with that kind of super powerful top end, and second gear is kind of your friend, and then the straights is third gear, and then if you need fourth, you can use fourth, but most of the time I stay in third, as fourth is just kind of boggy if you shift a little too early, and you just lose your momentum and your speed. So I also ran this bike on Mouse Motor Park. It was good. You can hit fourth gear in that stretch, get up to about 65 miles an hour, and then as soon as you start turning the corner, you shift down to third, And yeah, so this thing chews through Mouse Motor Park on the setup I have. It's not the fastest I would think, so I need to still dial in some more to get prepared for it. But here we are coming up, I believe, on the last lap, and just finding my flow again, trying not to crash. But if you guys watched the race last night on old Paula or Hangtown, sorry buddy, I punch you out of the way. Jet's crash was absolute shocker, honestly. The one side from the front, like, well, so it was devastated me, but it looked horrible. And then when they showed the back shot, I was like, oh yeah, he got whiplash and thrown around like a rag doll. He finished 24th in Moto 1, and then Moto 2 he came back, he fought his way back up to 2nd place, and then he settled back down, I believe, the 6th or 7th. So the first part of Moto 2, I believe he was just running because he felt good, he had adrenaline going, and then the second half of the moto, or when he started fading back, was when he started feeling all the pain. But Jet, man, absolute banger. And then Chase Sexton was a banger on Moto 2. Dead last to first. Yeah, he wasn't down as long as Jet and didn't get injured, but jeez, man. Insane ride. Chase had an insane ride. Now that I saw the ride, I think I have more confidence in Chase Sexton possibly running up there in the top. Anderson was looking pretty good. He looks like he's a consistent 4th place guy. Like, you know, it's a happy sweet spot. Hunter, I don't know, 2nd, 3rd, somewhere in there, as long as he has a good race. And Justin Cooper had a really good showing. If he can keep his speed up, I believe he will do pretty good. But here we are at the end, battling for spawns for me. 2 other guys, Jamie, and I just get kicked the wrong way, and I was like so close to passing it back and getting like 3rd or 4th place, but settled in the 5th. Well, that'll do it. As always, guys, keep on riding. Have a great weekend.